Hey, you. Yes, you. I want to share a really important lesson that I think you should always keep in mind as you're practicing being an intentional creator. And that is what you resist persists. I'll tell you what I mean by that. When you have a desire, oftentimes you will be met with the lack of the desire and what it means to you. You'll be met with your fears around that desire. You'll be met with the things you don't like in opposition to that desire. You'll be met with your doubt that you could actually have the desire. But one of the valuable lessons that I learned is that you don't identify with any of those things, because what you resist persists. Whatever you push up against, whatever you give your attention and focus to, you are feeding, you are giving it life. Why? Because attention is your creative energy. It's what you use to create the life that you basically have right now. But the same goes for the things you don't want. When you choose to focus on what you don't like about something, what you don't want to experience in relation to something that you actually want, when you choose to feed into the doubt, you are in essence manifesting the very thing that you're resisting. Because where you put your attention is where you put your energy. And that is the very energy that you need to create and fuel every dream, every vision, every desire that you have. But if you are instead focusing on everything that you don't want, as Abraham and Esther Hicks say, take your attention off of that. Shift, find something else to focus on. Because your attention is a frequency and it's feeding a reality. You're always feeding something with your attention, and you have to decide what parts of your reality you want to feed and what parts of your reality you want to starve. So I was sharing with a friend earlier today that I remember one of the most valuable lessons that Abraham and Esther Hicks taught me as it relates to a desire. And humanity doesn't like something, we create groups around what we don't like. And we say things like we're fighting against something, right? Like the fight against racism, the fight against cancer, the fight against autism, the fight against. And what that made me very conscious of is you're unconsciously fueling the very thing that you don't want with your intention of fighting against it. Instead, I learned from Abraham and Esther Hicks that you should cultivate, not fight. Cultivate what you actually want. So if it's the fight against racism, then you would cultivate equality. You would cultivate acceptance. You would cultivate diversity. If it's a fight against a disease or an illness, then rather than fighting, you would cultivate wellness. You would cultivate mental health. You would cultivate any and everything that keeps the total being in their wellness. You're not fighting against anything, because again, where your attention goes, your energy flows, and what you resist will persist. This is your reminder. You got this.